It's time for another AEW Control Center, and I'm Tony Schiavone from the offices of All Elite Wrestling. And get ready, Nashville and the world. Our next edition of AEW Dynamite live on TBS will be tonight, originating from the iconic Municipal Auditorium in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. Tickets are now available at AEWTIX.com. Last week, if you'll recall, we had our first Face of the Revolution qualifier match, which was won by Keith Lee in dramatic fashion when he unexpectedly became part of AEW. Well, our next Face of the Revolution qualifier will be in Nashville, live on TBS, as Wardlow will collide with Max Caster of The Acclaimed. It should be plenty of action and rapping in this one. This past Friday on Rampage, I was interviewing Bryan Danielson when this took place. Bryan Danielson, get your opinion on CM Punk teaming with Jon Moxley Wednesday.
You know, I know what people want. People want me to be bothered. They want me to be a little bit perturbed. They think that Jon Moxley turned down my offer, but no, Jon Moxley just likes to fight. And here's the thing, my offer and CM Punk's offer are two entirely different things. I want a long-term relationship to help build AEW. And what Moxley got with CM Punk on Wednesday was just a one-night stand.
Okay, well,
Hey,
wait a minute.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry to interrupt your wonderful episode of Love Line with Tony Schiavone, but Brian, last week, I'm bothered by what you said, that Lee Moriarty should abandon my mentorship.
Wait, I hope that you're not misinterpreting me. I have an infinite amount of respect for you, Matt. Do. You're a tremendous wrestler, excellent talent, I'm sure an excellent coach.
We can be better together.
But what Lee needs, you can't teach him. He needs to learn violence.
Hey, hold on. I don't need y'all standing around talking about me like I'm not right here. You want to see violence? I can show you violence.
You see, that's what I wanted to see. Somebody to step up. Show me how much violence you've got inside you when I face you Wednesday on Dynamite.
Whoa. All right, Excalibur, let's go back to you guys. Needless to say, Bryan Danielson is one of the greatest performers we've ever seen, but he's an enigma. Interesting to see what happens when Danielson meets talented Lee Moriarty on AEW Dynamite, live on TBS from Nashville. Also coming up on Dynamite Live will be a rematch between Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez. But this time, it'll be no disqualification. And we've discovered that AEW Women's World Champion, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, has been the person behind Martinez all along.
The interesting part when you have somebody that hates you is that they become obsessed with you. Thunder Rosa. The name sticks with me from the moment that I've met you.
Oh my! Thunder!
What the hell is going on here?
Thunder Rosa is out cold!
You cost me the TBS title.
Thunder Rosa knows she got robbed!
How did it feel to see your dreams of being a champion slip away from yours truly, the OG badass Mercedes Martinez?
And the next time we're together in a match, I give you the chance to prove yourself. And what do? You bring a pipe.
Mercedes Martinez! I don't believe it! A disqualification in AEW!
Because you want me to suffer everything you have suffered through 21 years.
See, Rosa, what you fail to understand is that I've got paid.
I brought in Mercedes Martinez. I paid her. All Mark Sterling did was carry the check from me to her.
And there is one thing that I take pride in. It's to make sure any job I take gets finished. And you, mamita, is that job.
And now, the match with Thunder Rosa on Dynamite will be a no DQ. You can bring all the pipes you want, and I hope you drive them straight through her dumbass head.
Mercedes, there's a collision track, and it's on course. Y si tengo que ir al infierno por Britt Baker, Mercedes, adivina qué. Tú eres mi siguiente víctima.
Come Dynamite, no DQ, I'm not looking to end the war between us. I'm looking to end you.
No disqualification. Thunder Rosa versus Mercedes Martinez. That means the lead pipe is legal. Let's see what happens and if Britt Baker will get involved in some way. Let's on Dynamite, live on TBS in Nashville. We will hear from CM Punk. He will pick the time, place, and the rules for his match against MJF that he earned with that win in that tag team match 1 week ago. Also coming up on Dynamite on TBS, Sammy Guevara will defend the TNT Championship against former champion Darby Allin. A few weeks back on Rampage in Chicago, Guevara successfully defended the title in a great match against Isaiah Cassidy of the AHFO. After the match, as Guevara was under attack, Darby came to help out. But in the aftermath, the stare down between Guevara and Allin spoke volumes. The two will now collide in a TNT title match live on Dynamite. So much talk has been about the pillars of AEW, the young stars that are going to be the foundation for All Elite Wrestling in the years to come. Really, you have to look at both Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin as two of the pillars. Sammy and Darby have been champions. They have been TNT champions. They have been top-ranked contenders in AEW since they arrived. We have seen Darby Allin against Sammy Guevara before. Take you back to Revolution 2020, and they gave us a match that we will never forget because they are both very similar. Like to use high-risk maneuvers and actually take many, many chances.
He'll take a chance. Pop and drop. Pop and drop.
As long as I've been announcing, or as long as I will be announcing, I will never forget the cutter off the ladder.
Oh, what a cutter! The fans here going crazy, and rightfully so. What the hell just happened?
He has proved, as the ladder match proved, that he will do anything it takes, put his body at risk to retain the TNT Championship. Sometimes I think, though, that Darby gets so emotional, gets so angry, that he will do things in a match that no other guy will do. I don't really see Darby doing anything different in this TNT title match than he would for a regular match, whatever it takes to win. And that is much more than most. That being said, I really think right now that Sammy Guevara will retain the TNT Championship because he's riding a high right now, having both belts. Regardless of what's been going on with Andrade as it relates to Darby or with the Inner Circle as it relates to Sammy Guevara, we are going to see a great match between Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara for the TNT Championship on Dynamite. All right, the Inner Circle, this dominant group led by Chris Jericho, has been a part of AEW basically since the very start. But now, problems.
For the past few months, I've been struggling with this seeing the cup half full type of mindset.
And you two, you know why you're not World Tag Team Champions?
Sometimes you just gotta see things for what they are, and at the end of the day, Chris Jericho only cares about one person. That's Chris Jericho. Maybe you are the reason why we're not the tag champs. Any little fight that we've had, anything that we've had to shift our focus towards, everybody from the Elite, the Pinnacle, now Garcia 2.0, has always been for the betterment and advancement of one person. And then anytime we've had just a little bit of spotlight, or it seems like we're gonna be making our way towards the top prize and winning the AEW Tag Team titles, what happens, Chris? We've been fighting your battle since day one. It gets shut down, it gets thrown to the side so we could come to your rescue.
You know, I understand you want your own spotlight and you deserve it, but when you didn't tag me into our match against 2.0 and Daniel Garcia, you embarrassed me. It was demeaning.
It was disrespectful to me. It was embarrassing to me, and it was unacceptable.
They got a pretty big assist from Chris Jericho in order to win this match.
What, does Eddie Kingston have some kind of hold over you, some kind of influence? No one has more influence in this company than Chris Jericho.
We came out here, man to man and face to face, to tell you that the days of us playing second fiddle are over and done with.
And for what? Why? Because Eddie Kingston?
It was always you that stood in our way.
Because you started in the business together?
It was always you that made sure that we didn't have a bigger spotlight than you did.
We started AEW together.
I'll tell you, I'll tell all of you. You better look at this man in his face and you better thank him with everything you've got. Because if it wasn't for him, I would have dropped your ass a long time ago.
You're going back to this issue with the tag team titles that Eddie Kingston planted in your head. Eddie Kingston, what the hell has Eddie Kingston ever done for you in AEW? What kind of stroke does Eddie Kingston have in AEW? Zero. I'm the influencer in this company. Since October 2nd, 2019, you've been in the main event of pay-per-views, you've been in the main event of Dynamite, main event of Rampage, your payoffs have gone through the roof, you made more money in your lives than you ever had before. And yet you still want to bring your shortcomings on me. You had a chance to be the AEW World Tag Team Champions. February 17th, about a year ago, you had your chance, but you lost to the Young Bucks.
1, 2, 3!
That had nothing to do with me.
Inside Cradle is the best.
But yet you want to pull all your problems on me? How about this? I brought you into the inner circle. I can kick you the hell out as well.
Wow. Things unraveling rapidly for the inner circle.
Oh, hey, stop! Hey, stop! We're a family. We're a family. Stop. Sentence. Stop.
Shut up, Sammy!
I don't know what the hell's going on right now, but I love you guys. You guys are my family. Inner circle forever. That's what we've always said. I've quit this group before, and unless you guys can figure this shit out, I'll quit again. Figure it out.
You're throwing around threats? First Sammy walks away, then what? What's next? Where we come from, if we have an issue, we don't deal with it by doing this. We deal with it by using this. Next week, Santana and Ortiz versus Jericho and Hager. And we settle this shit once and for all.
I never wanted it to come down to this, but if you want to fight, you're gonna get one. And maybe after Jake and I smack your faces around, you'll have an attitude adjustment, because if you don't, you're gonna have to make some changes. You dig? We'll see you next week. You better be here. Attendance is mandatory.
Inner Circle has been really the founding faction in AEW.
There's a lot of ways this story could end if it does end.
The Inner Circle will collide as Chris Jericho and Jake Hager meet Santana and Ortiz on Dynamite, live tonight on TBS, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, from the Municipal Auditorium in Nashville. We've got quite a lineup set for you on Friday on Rampage. First of all, a very important program note. This Friday, Rampage will take the air on TNT at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. That's right, with the NBA All-Star Game festivities from Cleveland, we will start 3 hours earlier than usual this coming Friday. We will see the in-ring wrestling debut of Switchblade Jay White as he will meet Trent Beretta of Best Friends. White, one of the top international stars, made his shocking debut last Wednesday on Dynamite, helping Adam Cole and the Young Bucks attack Roppongi Vice, even though it seemed the Bucks were none too happy. And then at the end of the Roppongi Vice Young Bucks match last Friday on Rampage, there was Jay White once again. Interesting to see where all this goes. But we will see Jay White in action this Friday on Rampage against Trent Beretta. Additionally, we will have another Face of the Revolution qualifier, but this time it's a match with very personal implications.
Since he has joined AEW, Dante Martin has been on an extremely rapid ascent. He has a type of athleticism that needs to be seen in person to be believed.
Dante Martin, the nosedive! No! Nosedive, 2, 3!
Crocker, you know what?
Dante Martin, every dog has his lucky day, right? So we're gonna do this one more time. You and I.
As soon as Will Hobbs became Powerhouse Hobbs, he elevated his career from here to here.
Dante, you better have someone watch your front, your back, and your side to side. As Team Taz, we build assassins.
They are two of the best young wrestlers in the entire world.
Powerhouse Hobbs is big and strong and powerful.
Dante Martin is an elite level athlete. He's not just a guy that could jump really high. He's a tremendous professional wrestler.
There's no question Powerhouse Hobbs should be very concerned about all of his abilities. I know Powerhouse Hobbs is big and strong and powerful, but they have to be very, very concerned because he's quick. He's going to wrestle with purpose.
We're gonna do this one more time. Dante Martin versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Powerhouse Hobbs and Dante Martin 3. The winner goes on to the Face of the Revolution ladder match at a Revolution pay-per-view on Sunday, March 6th. But more than that, in this one, it is Team Taz business. Also, next Wednesday, February 23rd, we are coming to Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's AEW's Connecticut debut. We will be at the Webster Bank Arena. In 2 weeks, we are returning to our home base, Jacksonville, Florida, at Daly's Place. That's on Wednesday, March 2nd. And then on Friday, March 4th, Rampage will be live in Orlando, originating from the Edition Financial Arena. And then the big one, Sunday, March 6th, our Revolution 2022 pay-per-view in Orlando, again at the Edition Financial Arena. And one more very important announcement. We're coming back to Long Island, New York, at the UBS Arena at Belmont Park on Wednesday, May 11th. And the reason we're mentioning this, tickets on sale this Friday, the 18th, at 10 a.m. Eastern. Yes, this Friday, get your tickets for our return to Long Island, New York. For all events, go to AEWTIX.com. But without a doubt, you cannot miss AEW Dynamite Live tonight from Nashville's Municipal Auditorium. We will take the air at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central on TBS. And then at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific Friday night for Rampage on TNT. This is Tony Schiavone from the AEW Control Center. See you this Wednesday ringside in Nashville.